week or so with tremendous coverage from the BBC, tremendous support from the BBC. I'm sure you all know, because you've all been voting for the Kennel Club and the Pet Partners PLC Hero Dog of the Year. At the moment, 26,000 votes have been cast. You can still, if you look at the pedigree screens, you'll be able to text your vote. And the final presentation will be made a little bit later on tonight by Matt Baker from Blue Peter. So this is your first chance to see them all together here in the main ring. It is these 6 dogs that come forward for the Kennel Club Hero Dog of the Year. We welcome in first Peter Wilson and Mandy. Mandy, a former trail hammer who Peter rescued when Mandy was close to starvation. Her treatment left her with severe health problems, developing pneumonia and a severe lung condition when younger. Not long ago, Peter had fallen asleep in his living room when fire broke out. And despite being allergic to smoke, Mandy went into the room and woke him up. Peter is absolutely convinced that Mandy saved his life. Mandy won the Companion Dog Club Rescue Dog of the Year at Discover Dogs Mills Court 2 last November. You can text your vote Mandy 61222. Peter K. Wilson and Mandy. Our next finalist, Mandy Forrester and Boswell from Surbiton in Surrey. Mandy is 28 years old and is blind. She lost her sight at the age of 4. Mandy works as an animal psychologist. She trains dogs and also does dog sitting. At 19, Mandy had her first guide dog, Adam. She lost her dog in March of 2004 when Adam retired. Mandy then spent 9 months without a dog and became very, very introverted, depressed and frightened to go out. It was the first time that she had had to cope with either adult or dog help while she was on the waiting list for a new guide dog. Mandy then decided to get a new pet Spinoni in the meantime and got one through the Italian Spinoni Rescue. She took in Boswell and as you can see they immediately bonded. Within days, Boswell knew where the bus stops were and where to get off the bus and to guide Mandy around the obstacles. He behaves like a guide dog in that he never sniffs on the lead and is so good at his guide dog duties that Mandy has cancelled her request for a guide dog. She says that Boswell has given back her life. Mandy and Boswell, Boswell 61222. Bob Bainbridge and Tyson. Bob was walking his German Shepherd one evening with Tyson when he was attacked by 5 ewes. He was knocked unconscious. Tyson stayed with Bob for 5 hours, keeping his body warm in very icy conditions. Only left him when he heard Bob's father's voice and led him to Bob. Doctors said Bob would have died without Tyson's care. Tyson, 61222. The 4th of our Kennel Club Hero Dog of the Year, Alan Barton and Endal. Alan was a sailor and was injured in a car crash just after the First Gulf War. He suffered from amnesia, he lost his voice and all his faculties and is now confined to a wheelchair. Endal is a canine partner, a dog who initially didn't make the grade, but bonded so very well with Alan that he took him anyway. Alan credits Endal with bringing him back to life. He does absolutely everything. Takes washing out of the washing machine, would you believe it? Money out of the cash point and so on. On one occasion, he even put Alan in the recovery position when he fell out of his wheelchair. Alan now fulfills a PR role for Canine Partners, while Endal was recently awarded the PDSA Gold Medal. He's approaching retirement, but will remain, obviously, Alan's best pal. Alan Martin and Endal. Endal 6-1, 2-2-2. Our fifth Kennel Club Hero Dog of the Year, Danny Morgan and Buster. Currently stationed in Northern Ireland, Buster, the Springer Spaniel Army Sniffer Dog, is described by his handler Danny Morgan as just about the best sniffer dog he's ever trained. Buster has sniffed out weapons in Northern Ireland, Kosovo and Iraq, and has won the PDSA Dickon Medal for bravery. He is now semi-retired, but he still helps to train other dogs. Danny Morgan and Buster. Buster 6-1, 2-2. The last of our 6 finalists in this, the Kennel Club Hero Dog of the Year, sponsored by Pet Partners PLC. It is June Beach and Valentine. Valentine is a 4.5-year-old donated to hearing dogs for training. According to June, Valentine is a paramedic, a wonder dog, and a guardian angel. As well as being June's ears, she has, on a number of occasions, saved lives. Firstly, Valentine alerted June to her father-in-law, who had fallen in the bedroom between the bed and the wall as he had had a stroke. On the second occasion, June's husband, Steve, had collapsed on the patio. Valentine flew at June's legs and led her to Steve. Steve had had a suspected brain hemorrhage. On a third occasion, June went across the road in between 2 parked lorries. Valentine wouldn't cross, but he kept backing toward the pavement. June looked up to see a lorry passing at speed. She realised that she would have ended up underneath that lorry. Since then, Valentine will only let her cross on a pedestrian crossing. There have been other occasions when she's comforted people who are sick as well as crying babies. Valentine and June Beach. Valentine 6-1, 2-2-2. So, you've got the text numbers 6-1, 2-2-2, and vote for your favourite Kennel Club Hero Dog of the Year, sponsored by Pet Partners PLC. And we'll see them all a little bit later on. Our Hero Dogs of the Year. Well, Pet Partners specialise in providing insurance services to the Kennel Club. The name behind the Kennel Club Healthcare Plan, Crufts Pet Insurance, and Pet Love Pet Insurance. It's John Sperling's brainwave that gave us this wonderful parade. We'll see them a little bit later on in the evening performance.